What's up, chumps? This is the Milk at the Store podcast. I'm Colin Lopez, not Lopes, Lopez, and I'm joined by my two hosts. Introduce yourselves.
I think it'd technically be co-hosts, right?
We're part of it. That's all that matters.
Right. Anyways, hi, I'm Matthew Parrott.
Hi, I'm Del Stanley.
These two good boys are helping
Absolute
me.
chads.
Yeah, I'd say they're pretty cool.
I don't know. I'm like a 3 out of 10 at best.
Oh, come on. You gotta
Give
be
yourself
nicer to
more
yourself.
credit than that, you fool.
No,
You
You're a fool.
3.5 out of 10.
All right, that'll do. So, anyways, how's everyone doing?
I'm doing good.
I'm pretty good. It's all right.
Cool. This is the first podcast that we're doing. We're gonna call it Milk at the Store, right? That's what we decided. Milk at the Store.
Milk at the store.
Milk at the store, like at or like at sign the store.
We're gonna go get some milk at the store.
Milk at the
It's
store.
part of the intro.
Okay.
You even get it.
All right.
You recorded it 10 seconds.
I already forgot it. Okay. So, you guys see any good movies? Anything recently?
On Saturday, I had a movie marathon with my mother where we went to see Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood and Frozen 2. Frozen 2 at 10:30 at night, so we didn't get home till like midnight.
Wait, the Beautiful Day. That's the Mr. Rogers
Yeah,
movie,
yeah,
right?
Mr.
With Tom
Rogers.
Hanks.
It's
Yeah,
honestly
that's
like an awesome movie.
I wanted to say I didn't know it was out.
It's so cool.
Okay.
It has this interesting framing device where it's like telling the story through an episode of Mr. Rogers.
Oh, that's
that,
cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Is this a bad time to say that I've never seen a Mr. Rogers episode?
I also haven't either.
I used to watch it a lot as a kid. I always was hoping that like it would be put into like a theater setting, you know?
You know,
Like
I
a
like
live Mr. Rogers
I liked
episode.
cool shows for like cool kids, you know, like Dora the Explorer and Power Rangers.
Okay, well,
I liked the Blue Man
So,
Group. I watched that when I was a kid. Like
Blue Man
videos
Group?
on YouTube of them.
I'd never watched.
You don't know? Do you know who the Blue Man Group
Well,
is?
yes, I
We
had
know the Blue
to
Man
watch
Group.
it. Yeah,
We'd watch it all the time in middle school.
yeah, we watched it in band class.
Nice. I mean, why? What else would
Trumpet
you do? in band
Boys.
class?
Trumpet Boys.
I was a trumpet boy forever.
Okay, well, you were half the time.
I was a trumpet boy for 6th grade. That doesn't count.
All right, well, that's
Count.
a good thing.
Okay. So actually, I saw a really cool play out in Nebraska. You know, I saw the Phantom of the Opera.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Is that the one like Guy Fawkes and he's like an assassin?
It's the one where there's.
I'm going to
it's
scream.
it's where they were at the opera, and then there was the Phantom, and it went ooga booga, and everyone went, "Oh God!" And then it has
And then the guy with the screwed up face went, "Sing for me, my angel!" And then she sang a song, and it was pretty.
Is that the one with Natalie Portman?
Dude, I saw it live. Natalie
You're
Portman.
saying words that mean absolutely nothing.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, there was a movie, Phantom of the Opera, right?
Yeah, there
I mean,
was.
there definitely was.
I'm pretty
but
sure
I've
it's on
never
Netflix
seen it.
actually.
Is it? Okay, well,
I
it
don't
doesn't
know.
matter.
Maybe
I
we
watched
check
the
it out.
play, and
It
where did you
was
see it?
really good. It was about a Phantom at the Opera.
Phantom's a really divisive show. A lot of people
Yeah.
love it, and a lot of people hate it.
I mean, I had never seen it. I had no idea what it was going to be about. I just kind of went into it blind because I needed to for a project in my class, in my
Yeah.
theater class. And I really liked it. The music was really good. I was definitely humming it after the play was over. I was walking back to my class and I kept going, "Phantom of the Opera." It's in my head. It was really good. It was really cool. I didn't know anything about it, but like a big thing in that is the chandelier. And my God, the chandelier was so cool. Like, it was huge. And like, apparently I talked to my theater teacher, and in previous renditions of the play and the movie, all that kind of stuff, like how it was is like there was the chandelier above the stage, and then they would like, it would go out into the audience, but then it would go back into the stage whenever they interacted with it.
Huh.
That's wicked.
But in this one, it was above the audience the entire time.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Like, what it was hanging down, and there was a giant tarp over it, and when they unveiled it, the tarp fell down, and literally, like, fireworks shot off of it.
That's crazy.
And, like, fire spit out of it, and it spun, and then the dun 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 of the piano played in the song, and it was awesome. And I was like, oh my God. I was in the balcony, and it was really cool seeing it, like, because it rise, and all the spotlights were shining at it.
That's crazy.
And then, I don't know, so have you ever seen Phantom of the Opera, or do you know anything about it?
I have actually never seen Phantom of the
I know the
Opera.
gist of it, but I've never actually had the chance to see it.
Okay, so at the end of Act 1, what happens is pretty much they're doing a play in the Playhouse, and the Phantom of the Opera is like, "No, don't do that play." And they're like, "We're going to do it anyways." And so he gets mad, and what he does is he shoots the chandelier, and it, like in the story, it like crashed down the audience. So like it's a big issue, you know what I mean? The place has to play place. the playhouse has to shut down, blah blah blah. But in other things, like what I was saying earlier, it crashed into the state, like into the stage.
Yeah.
But on this one, literally what it did is it just drops onto the audience.
That's crazy.
Like it literally just went boom, and like
wow.
caught right in front of the audience, and all the lights went off. And I was on the balcony, and I literally almost shit myself because it was scary. It really was.
That sounds really cool. Yeah, I've never seen Phantom of the Opera, but I can definitely say it's been influential to quite a few of my friends. It seems like a really good show. It actually, hearing that story, it's really kind of inspiring to me. I've been in probably 5 shows in total, and every single one of them I've loved it. Even if I wasn't in the direct spotlight, it's been one of the most enjoyable aspects of my life.
What a nerd.
And it, well, like hearing a story like that, and hearing, because I've only done high school shows. I should probably mention. Well, and I also did one little theater show, but hearing a larger show
What is
like
Little
that.
Theater?
Little theater is just like local theater.
Okay.
We have
Joplin Little Theater.
Joplin Little Theater.
Yeah, Joplin Little Theater. Okay.
But hearing something like that, hearing a big show, just being in a show like that is a dream of mine personally.
Now, Colin, you also saw Avenue Q, right? Or did you just watch that online?
Dude, I could not find it online, but I wanted to so bad, and I'm so mad because I looked online.
Oh, so you
and
just
it
heard the
doesn't-
music.
Yeah, I love the music from that show. And I'm really mad because apparently my school, UNL, Nebraska,
Mhm.
they performed it like last year.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah, and that really made me mad because now it's not being performed anywhere. It's
Matthew
out.
and I were listening to Everyone's a Little Bit Racist earlier.
Really? It's a good
That's-
song. It
That's
has
my
really
favorite
good
song of the show. My second favorite song of the show. I like If You Were Gay a lot.
That's a good song. That's a really fun one to sing with the 2 characters.
Yeah.
Isn't he gay?
Yeah, that's like the twist at the end.
Yeah, okay. I figured.
Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen Avenue Q.
I mean, I don't think you can anymore, so whatever. Okay.
I mean, it's a show. People are always going to do it again.
Yeah, I guess.
You just can't see it at UNL because that was a year ago.
Yeah, and I know it's not on Broadway anymore.
Speaking of UNL, a year ago, I guess it was a little less than a year, like half a
3
year
months ago.
Like 3 months ago, yeah. Dell and I actually went there for the International Thespian Festival. Dell, give me some spooky background. There's something cool there.
Thespian. Good one,
All
dog.
right, well, whatever that was. So I'm kidding. Don't give me that. The International Thespian Festival is a huge countrywide.
There were people there from California, right? There were people there from
Yeah,
other
yeah.
countries.
We
Sure.
met tons and tons of people there. It's not just countrywide. It's worldwide.
Planet-wide.
Yeah,
That's
planet-wide.
crazy.
Worldwide. It's
Aliens came?
Yeah,
Yeah,
aliens.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
do believe I saw a couple.
We
of,
saw
Jupitorians there.
a Martian production of
That's my favorite.
Personally, I didn't think Quark was very good. I think it's a bit preachy.
Good.
Honestly,
Probably needs a better, a little bit.
It's essentially their culture's Hamlet, and I understand like what it's supposed to be, but it doesn't translate well.
does not translate well.
In
Speaking
fact,
of
it
It
translate
doesn't
at
speak
all.
to our culture the way it speaks to theirs.
I don't think it speaks
Right.
English. That's
And I
the
think it's
problem.
important that we recognize the Martian culture in all of its like goods and bads.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
So I think it's kind of funny because you did this at UNL, and it's been like it's a pretty big part of your whole like it was like a trip that you take during the
Yes.
school. your
Yeah.
high school
We
career.
drove. What 6
It was
hours?
like it was like 4 hours.
It was like
It's like 6.
It's like
it's
6.
like 6 to get.
It was like
there.
8 hours.
It was
It's
more like,
pretty
it
long.
was 8 hours because we were in a bus.
Because
It was an 8-hour bus ride.
kids gotta pee.
Kids gotta pee.
Kids gotta pee.
Kids gotta pee.
Kids are little piss boys, and they have to pee.
Yeah, I don't think you're legally allowed to say that.
I was one of the piss boys. I'm allowed to say that.
Okay, but it's funny because that happened and you guys were there, and then
Right,
I
yeah.
remember that like I wanted to go to school there and I told you that, and then you were like, "Hey, I know that place,
Hey, guess
and that's a
what?
really good place to go for what you want to study in film and theater." Because
Yeah.
wow, who would have guessed? And it just worked out really well.
Yeah, the campus was beautiful. Walking around it was like
Colin, you were in ITS, right?
No,
You didn't get to join ITS?
I didn't want to. I don't want to be a thespian. That sounds stupid.
There's-
I'm sorry, but it does.
That's a fair point. You're a little stupid. But
well, not me.
I just didn't want to go to the meetings and stuff. Like I like theater, and I
you can't see this, but I'm giving Matthew the biggest death stare of his life.
what did he even say? I wasn't listening.
Something that's stupid.
But UNL is where the International Thespian Society started. So that's like the origin point of like this whole high school theater thing.
That's
and
really cool,
that's why
actually.
you get this big conglomeration that gathers there every summer.
The International Thespian Society is, I don't want to say that's what theater is, but it is a very big part of high school theater. For those of you who don't know.
All I'm going to say
and not every high school has a branch of the International Thespian Society at it, but
which is unfortunate. It's a very colorful.
It's actually a great program.
It is.
Except for when you go to conference and you have to watch some high school's production of Pippin.
We don't talk about that.
Every time you guys say the word thespian, I just smile. It's such a stupid word, and I would never want to be called thespian.
It's Greek.
I don't care. It sounds stupid.
So Thespis was the first actor.
Thespis?
Yeah, Thespis. And so we get the name Thespian from Thespis. I don't know if you could tell that.
Actually, yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
I knew all about him.
Oh, yeah?
He was my best friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You also know he was
yes.
satyr, half man, half goat?
Yeah, I did.
What?
Did you know that?
Dionysus.
I guess you didn't know that.
Any reveler is a satyr. That's canonical in Greek lore.
Any actor is a satyr. And
no, not any actor.
No, they are. You just don't know.
That's part of
Did you have to get that from like the
Extended
Universe cards or
no, D&D Beyond?
That's great.
But I think it's really cool, like going back to UNL and stuff, and the theater culture there. It's booming. It is. There's a lot of theater around there, and it's really cool. There's a lot of little playhouses, a lot of big productions.
Yeah.
Like I know from my class, I've had to see 2 productions. I've had to see one called The Legend of George McBride, and then I saw The Glass Menagerie. One I liked. One I liked. One I really did not like.
I'm not.
You didn't like The Glass Menagerie?
Oh, it was awful. I hated it.
I did not like.
I really did not like it. It was just like I could understand as from its time kind of deal, and I'm sure it was a big deal because like plays. It was really dramatic and like the story and all that stuff. That was happening, but like the way it's written and what they say and how much they say it, and the mom, made me want to die. Frankly, I was just counting down. I was like, oh my god, when is it over? But on a better note, we don't need to talk about Glass Menagerie because that sucks. The Legend of George McBride, that was a really interesting play. I really didn't. I knew what it was initially. It's about a guy at this like little bar, and he's an Elvis impersonator, but the bar is not successful at all, and he barely makes any money. And then the bar owner brings in this drag show. And he becomes a drag queen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was like, I do not have any experience in drag or knowledge of drag, surprisingly. So I really did not know what to expect. Because like I could see myself like enjoying it for what it is, but I can also see it being one of those kind of plays that's like really preachy about that community.
Yeah.
Because like unfortunately anything like that, it's very possible to be preachy and come off as annoying and make me not want to enjoy it as much. But thank goodness it was a really interesting play and the characters were very good. I don't know, I really enjoyed it, and it had some music in it that no one sang. They danced to it. There was a lot of choreography because it's like drag performances,
right?
And it was really interesting. And if you ever guys get a chance to see it, I'd recommend it because it was really good.
I remember one show we saw actually at in Nebraska. It was called Bright Star. I don't know if you remember it.
Yes, I remember Bright Star. That was the one where I came in halfway through the first act because I had an audition that was going at the same time as the show.
Right. How'd that audition go, by the way?
Bad.
What were you auditioning for?
I was auditioning for a scholarship from the International Thespian Society. And I had this whole monologue in my head, and I had a song ready. Oh. And the second I walked into the room, it all flew out of my head, and I couldn't remember anything.
Worse.
Yeah, I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's fine. I wasn't worried about it.
That's kind of how I was whenever I auditioned for Hello Dolly.
I've had this issue recently where I'm so like uncomfortable in my singing voice that I start shaking whenever I'm singing alone.
Wow.
And so
that's not good. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's just like years of conditioning have told me that my voice is subpar.
Screw that. Matthew's like, no, your voice sucks, bro. You're bad. You're bad.
I do not think his voice. I've spent like most of my life, all but 3 years of my life with Dell, and
You two were womb mates.
we were roommates. Yeah,
And they were roommates.
and he and I have sang since we were 6 years old, and you have a great voice. That's all I'm trying. That's what I'm getting at here. You have
I
a
understand
great
that,
voice.
but high school choir was not kind to me.
No,
Yet again, that's high
And so,
school
like,
choir.
that-
I can think
just
of
that
one person who wasn't kind to you.
That ingrained feeling of inferiority is just what causes me to
Right.
shake.
Yeah, I mean, I have that too with a lot of things.
And it's something I'm working through, and I'm getting better with it.
As long as you're
Good.
improving and
Yeah.
like, you keep at it. That's what's important,
Surprisingly, it goes away when I'm singing and playing the piano. So if I have something to do with my hands, I just stop shaking.
Because
So
your
that's
hands
good.
can't shake. 'Cause
Right,
you're
yeah.
focused.
Your hands can't shake. I don't know why I clapped. It was just it was to represent something I was doing because it's kind of hard to make noise.
Yeah,
we go.
that's
I
a
made
noise.
some
You
noise.
made it. Good job.
But back to what? Wait, what? I was talking about
Okay.
Bright Star, right?
Yeah.
So Bright Star, this is one of the best shows I've ever seen. It was the story is great. It's a little long, like over 3 hours long.
Oh God.
But I'm
I
okay
would
with
hate
that.
that.
No, it was still good. Don't get me wrong. It was
If you can't sit through a 3-hour-long movie, you're wrong.
yeah, exactly. Endgame.
Well, I mean, like, was there an intermission?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course there was an
Then it's fine.
intermission.
Then it's fine.
So
No, you have to sit through 3
Yeah, you have
hours
to sit
without
through
getting out
3
of your
hours.
seat.
If you have to pee, tough luck, dude. I'm
Tough
sorry.
luck. pee
If
your
you have
pants.
to pee, get out.
Get out, and you're not allowed back in.
So the show was just the set. The set wasn't anything too special. It was just basically moving platforms. But there was one set piece in particular that stayed on throughout the entire show that I really felt like stood out above everything else.
A really cool race car.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it was actually this.
named Desire.
Shut up.
It was this. It was
I don't
this.
know what it's from, but
Streetcar named
Tennessee.
Desire.
Shoot, what's his last name?
Williams?
Yeah, Tennessee Williams.
Whiskey. Oh,
I knew something. Wow.
Tennessee Williams.
I'm
I
so
knew that.
smart.
I saw Cat on a Hot Tin Roof earlier this year, and he's the writer also.
Ah, okay.
Not a fan.
You don't like Tennessee Williams?
No. Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
You don't like Cat on a Hot Tin Roof?
You don't like Cat on a Hot Tin Roof,
You don't like
Matthew?
Cat on a Hot Tin Roof?
You don't like Cat on a Hot Tin Roof?
You don't like Pippin?
No, I don't like Pippin.
Yeah, I don't like Pippin either.
If you like Pippin, you're wrong.
Sorry, bro.
Anyways, continue about Bright
Yes,
Star.
I don't even know
Oh,
what Pippin is.
well, it was a new way to do an orchestra pit that I've never seen before. The orchestra was actually on stage performing live music in this sort of shack deal. It's very strange.
Really? I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it was center stage. It was like, I can't remember my stage directions. Hold on. Up center stage the entire time. Right? Is that right? No, it would have been down center
I wasn't
stage.
there. I don't know.
I can't remember it ever.
Downstage is going forward, upstage is going
Okay.
backwards.
So yeah, it was up center stage the entire time, and there was even one scene where it was like this big party, and they pushed the entire platform down downstage, and everyone was dancing around it. It was a beautiful set piece.
I know I didn't notice it.
Why?
I didn't wear my glasses.
Oh no!
Because you're actually blind.
Well, because I wanted to look good for my audition. And I've told you my story about like the girl my first week at college who was playing a game.
No, I mean, you might have told me, but the audience doesn't know.
Okay. My first week at college, I was playing this card game called For the Girls with a group of people in my dorm room.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a point where this girl drew the card that said, "Give this card to the most attractive person in the circle." And she said, "I'd give this card to Dell, but he's wearing his glasses." And so since
Wow.
then, whenever I want to look good, I just don't wear my glasses.
Yeah, but I think you look good with
I
glasses.
think you look good with glasses.
I think she's just wrong, and you shouldn't base your opinions off of her.
I
That-
think
And base your
I like
opinions off
that
of me.
plan, but I am a self-conscious fool.
Yeah.
Base your opinions off of
Ba-
me.
no. Base your plan.
Don't
Yeah.
believe in yourself. Believe in the me who
Yeah,
believes in
believe
you.
in the me that believes
Yours
in
is
you.
the drill that will pierce the heavens.
Yours- Don't lose your will.
Or what?
My-
Don't lose your will.
It's actually Way. I figured
Way,
that out.
yeah,
that
it's
song.
Way.
It's
Did
Way.
you not know that?
No, like
I
for the
knew. I've
longest
listened to
time.
it like twice.
I watched that entire show, and
What show?
I don't want to say it out loud.
Come on, you've already talked
No.
about it.
Well, I'm not.
He
gonna
likes anime.
I do like anime.
He likes
So
anime.
so
He's
does
a big
You little
anime.
anime boy.
I'm a
Are you a little anime boy?
Who's your waifu?
Shut up.
Nessa from Pokemon.
Ooh, speaking of Pokemon, that was a good game. I'm enjoying it.
I'm
What
also.
a couple transitions.
Yeah, what Well, okay.
It's harder to segue.
I still want to talk a bit about theater because it is a very influential thing. I think in all of our lives.
Yeah, I probably have some more stuff to say about.
Yeah, please go for it.
I know, like other than that, the ones I said I saw for my show or for my class, I saw other shows just because I wanted to because they're around. Like I saw a show called Be More Chill.
Yes, we saw that. Yeah, we saw it.
That was really interesting.
I think the idea of the show is great.
It was kind of goofy.
The execution of the version we saw was not great.
No.
The one that I saw, I really enjoyed it. Some of the songs could have been better, but like all the people who danced and all their routines and like that, they were very drilled and very flowy.
Yes,
it was very nice.
It is. It's a really cool show, and I one of my favorite musical songs to ever come out of that show is I said that wrong. One of my favorite songs ever actually comes from that
Michael
show.
In the Bathroom.
Michael in the Bathroom.
I have that on my Spotify playlist.
It's a great song.
It really is. I sing that a lot.
You can't be a theater person and not like Michael in the Bathroom because that's something that every theater person relates to.
Yeah.
I feel like especially you and I related to that song because we were going through a big fight at the time of when we saw that show.
Oh. Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that too.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It brings me to tears just thinking about it.
But like that was like a song that like hit us right at the point where we were going through stuff.
Right.
And then you guys you were like, you ran on stage and you were like, I'm so sorry. And you hugged it out.
We took over the show.
Yeah, we ran on stage. I was in this really nice suit
because they thought it was part of it.
I ran on stage in my dinosaur pajamas and I had a cape on.
And you were like,
I still don't remember why you put the cape on.
Capes are cool.
Capes are cool.
And I had a mustache. You don't remember that? Do you remember the mustache?
I remember nothing but the mustache.
Wait,
do you
had a legit mustache?
No. I can't.
You should try. You should try.
No, I can't grow.
Put some Rogaine on your face.
I can't. Yeah, I maybe.
Get some Rogaine and put it on your face. It'll burn really bad, but it'll grow hair.
I don't. The burn is not worth the sensation. I can tell you.
I guarantee it is. You'd look funky with a mustache.
I would.
I'd like to see. I tried one. I tried to grow
with a full beard.
I tried to grow a beard, but like I do not have the willpower for that. That hurts. I don't know why growing a beard hurts, but it does.
Just Matthew with a full beard. Matthew with a full mustache.
Speaking of like parodies like that, literally like what's been stuck in my head every once in a while, like you know the main Phantom of the Opera song, like Phantom of literally all I keep singing in my head is I go, Phantom of the Opera is gay. That's all I keep singing in my head, and I don't know why. Like it just popped in there, and I was like, that's funny. And we're ready to make some more funnies.
We're here, we're gamers, and we will not be silenced.
I think we should silence Dell.
I think we should kick out Dell.
Honestly, with the way my mic's working, I might be silenced.
Oh no, really?
I'm looking at the waveforms on the computer, and it's all jacky and small.
Waveforms are weird.
I'm just gonna pop it a little bit. That's looking better. That's an improvement.
Okay. Well, where had we left off? Phantom of the Opera, I believe.
Phantom of the Opera is gay.
Yes. Is gay. Yes, he is gay.
Now, while I don't agree with you,
now the Phantom of the Opera is a LGBT icon.
Icon?
Icon? I wouldn't say
so much of an icon that I had to add an extra syllable to icon.
You see, like, I would make a joke out of that, but I don't know. Some people get a little touchy with that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's ground that I need to be making.
As a member of the LGBT community, I am allowed to make that joke.
Oh, are you?
What? We've had this conversation.
Yeah, I don't think this is podcast material.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk about that later. Maybe I'll give him. Maybe I'll pull him aside, give him a little slap here and there. No, okay, I was joking. Just
Hashtag
joking.
Colin supports gay conversion therapy.
Hashtag.
How'd you know?
Wait, really? Are you serious?
Of course, yeah. Do you not read my lips, Matthew?
It's a meme.
I don't need to tell me.
I think we're done with that.
All right.
Time to move away from the joking about subjects that should not be joked about.
All right. I think we should start joking about why Pippin is such a bad show.
Okay, let me pull up my script that I've written about why Pippin is awful.
Oh, okay. Someone prepared.
I'm sorry. Okay, change of subject. This is gonna get messy if we do that.
Is it?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't see Pippin, so that'd be something you guys have to do. I'll sort of comment.
I do have a few questions for you.
Yeah.
Regarding theater.
Is it that I'm a theater god? I've been in
Yes,
more plays than I
exactly.
can count on my fingies.
So 11 at least?
Yeah.
Or wait, I forgot you only have 9 fingers, so 10.
No, I have 8 fingers.
Oh, sorry. I'm so
I
sorry.
thought you lost one during Hello Dolly.
I really don't like to talk about it. I just really.
Del, you're making him feel subconscious. Come on.
Ah, God, geez, sorry.
I'd really appreciate it if we just ask the question.
Right, okay. So
I don't know why you're laughing. Come on, spit it out, boy.
I'm working on it.
Pip, come on.
What got you so interested in theater, so much so that it's almost now defining the rest of your life?
Ooh, did you hear that voice crack? That was pretty nifty. To be quite honest, you guys. If I'm gonna be truthful, because you guys did theater all throughout high school, and I always thought you were really out there doing your thing. I was doing the culinary arts program. You know, I was in the Franklin Tech side of things, and all right, go ahead and pause it. He has a call from his mom.
Matthew's getting a call from his mom.
No, Mom, I don't need you. Mom, oh my God, I hate you so much.
Jesus.
God. No, I'm not moving. No. I love you too. Bye.
All right.
For those of you who are unsure, that was a bit.
Bit.
We all love our mommies.
Yeah, my mommy, love her very much.
Sure, I love my mommy.
Okay.
And my mom is pretty cool too. But
all right. But back to your question about what made me so interested in theater.
Yes.
It's you guys, of course, because you always did it.
Let the record reflect. I am blushing.
Let the record reflect.
Yeah.
You are blushing. I can see it from here. You should probably tone that down.
I'm working on it.
I don't know. It was cool. And you guys were like, you should do theater. And I was like, I should do theater. That's pretty much how it happened. And then I stopped going to and I started skipping all my classes. And
Yeah, me too.
you know, that's what you do your senior year in high school as a theater kid.
Definitely.
Right? Skip every single class so you can
really
build a
cool.
set for a show that
Hold
gets
on.
canceled.
Hold on. Don't
knock
classify me as a theater kid. I don't want
You're
to
a thespian.
I'm a thespian. Please. He's a theater kid.
I'm a thespian.
I'm a thespian.
Okay.
okay. But anyways, you guys told me to do theater, and I was like, I mean, screw it, why not? Might as well try. And then I did, and I liked it, and it was cool.
Was your first show the one acts?
Yeah, my first show was the one act, and you guys were like, I was going to audition, because I remember, like, I didn't actually go audition.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I remember.
It wasn't because I was, like, cheaping out or anything. Legitimately, like, that was the pajama day, and I had my dinosaur costume on. And I missed lunch because I had to take a test, and I legitimately almost passed out in my 7th hour. And I was like, I can't go and audition right now. I have to like go home and take this off and get better.
I actually didn't know that.
I promise you, I was not cheating out. I felt horrible.
And then
you, Matthew, you were like, you just come do it anyways. And I was like, I'll totally do it.
I think I called him like an hour later.
And I was freaking out.
Well,
I was
because we were fighting over people in the casting room.
Yeah, that was a nightmare and a half.
Who were you gonna cast if it wasn't me?
We didn't know because
we didn't have enough people.
Yeah, we couldn't get the guys.
Yeah.
There weren't enough guys.
We had maybe 6 guys audition.
And we had to double cast Tristan.
Yeah.
Who?
Oh yeah.
Who did you not? If you had 6 guys audition, who did you not? Oh, you mean like total for all the one acts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
okay. Well,
total.
you should probably like clarify what we're talking about because not everybody came to JHS.
We had a one-act sort of festival.
Yes.
At our high school.
Matthew and I co-wrote a show that we put on.
It sucked. It was very bad.
Let me.
It was a fun show.
Let me restate that for Del. He wrote the show. I directed the show, and that's probably how accurate that is.
Yes.
Colin starred. Yes.
Colin was part of it.
I was a minor part of it. I ruined it.
No, you were great.
You did great. Honestly,
that was fun. It was fun.
You definitely outshined everyone else on that stage, especially Del. But
Yeah,
don't tell
Del
Del that.
Sucked.
To be fair, Del had a day to memorize his lines.
Well, to
That
be
is
fair,
fair. And
Del
honestly,
shouldn't have.
Del did phenomenal.
Yeah, Del did really good. It was originally going to be his brother.
My brother was cast in the part that I ended up playing, and because of my brother's sports season, he had to cut out on us the day before the show went live.
What a guy.
No, I thought it was 2 days before.
He cheaped out on us 2 days before, but I had to learn my lines the day before.
Right.
Either way, you did a phenomenal job.
Yes.
And we ad-libbed part of it. And I remember on stage, things did not go well at some parts, especially with
What are you talking about?
Because I remember, like, we had all our lines down and we did everything, but then it came to the part where then it was like, oh, they're still not ready to come on stage. They're still putting on the costumes. We had to keep going, and then you were like, I got on my computer to act because we had our backpacks on stage with us, and I just didn't take anything out of my backpack, thank God.
Yeah.
Because I'm a lazy piece of shit. I should have, but I didn't. And then I don't know, when we turned it on, you were like, oh, I guess it's dead, and then it just turned on. We're like, we literally we were just ad-libbing so hard, and it was so awkward, and we were just waiting for the lights to fall.
Yes.
It was fun though. I wouldn't trade it for anything else in the world.
I've been wanting to rewrite that concept for the longest time.
I would too. I remember having a lot more show plans.
My way that I would fix that show is, so the way the show worked was it was framed around different scenes, and so it was these two friends getting together to write a one-act play, and then it would show ideas that they were writing happening on the stage, and that happened 2 separate times. Once for
I'll tell you what, it was some goofy ideas these kids were having.
It was for a bakery that was stealing butter from another bakery.
Yes.
Like a feuding mafia bakery.
Yeah, feuding mafia bakeries. And then the second one was aliens, and just one guy just was like, yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good. It was really good.
And then I think it was last minute because our show was 2 minutes short. Or not even that.
It was 7 minutes long.
Yeah, the show was very short. But
it was really fast paced was the problem.
It was, yes. It was short but sweet. It really was. It was the cap to the previous two. Just to mention, the previous two
I did not like it.
One acts were very. I'm using
edgy.
air quotes. Yes, they were very edgy.
They were the theater part of theater.
Yes, they were the theater part of theater.
That's
yes.
a good way to put it.
So it was really nice having that sort of 7-minute kind of, all right, tip the hat to you, hats off, au revoir, adieu, sort of
all right,
arrivederci.
The edgy girl got to do her show about nuclear holocaust, so now we're going to tell you a funny show about two friends trying to write a funny play.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then we made fun of them last minute.
Yes, that was...
Okay, so they're pretty
I
much...
have become Death Destroyer of Worlds.
Okay,
but now I am Death Destroyer of your world.
So pretty much how the other two plays went was they were kind of structured really weird. They were kind of all over the place, and the way that they kept it together was they'd have the main character go to the center stage and have a spotlight and announce the date and the time, give a little rundown or something like that, and then they'd go back and the scene would play out.
You know that trope in action movies where it just shows the date, time, and place in the bottom right corner or something?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it was.
It's almost like a narrator in a movie.
Yeah.
But it amazed me because they both did it a lot. Did they? And they were by two different.
Because it's a really easy cop out when you're bad at writing.
Exactly. Yeah. It's Detroit. 1963. The last bombs just.
I don't know how to frame the scene, so I'm just gonna tell you what the scene is. Please like it. Okay, goodbye.
It's my birthday party.
Exactly.
I'm 4 years old.
It's my birthday party.
Don't make fun of me. I'm sensitive, please. Okay, thank you.
But so we decided.
That's enough ranking on those shows.
The other two here decided because they were the ones who sort of controlled the play and how it goes.
Right.
The majority.
Yes.
And they were just like, hey.
It was Matthew's idea.
It was my idea.
Matthew gave me a little nudge on the side, literally. 10 minutes before I went on stage, he was like, hey, you know what'd be funny? And I was like, what? And he was like, do this. And I was like, sure, I'll try my best. And then, how did we even get the light cue to match up being that late into it?
It wasn't a cue, it was just a spotlight. Yeah. So that's an operator.
But anyways.
Who was it? Who was in the booth? Do you remember? Was it Isabella?
Sounds right.
So. That's not important.
Yeah, so she made a full blackout. And then we had a spotlight come down on him.
It was
do you remember
you pretty much we were transitioning scenes and we all got there and then I just stopped and walked in the middle of the stage and the lights fell and all that stuff and I was pretty much just I said the current date and time of the performance and then I was like, yeah, you getting tired of these things? Yeah, there's been a lot of them tonight. Pretty much. It was really funny. I enjoyed it.
I think that got the biggest laugh of the night.
Definitely.
It got the biggest reaction. Yeah.
And then we just continued on and did our little play, and then it was fun.
Bad writing occurs at the crux of over-explanation and lack of subtext. And that was something that the other two shows had in spades.
Definitely.
I would have said they had them in clovers, but...
Oh, I was thinking more of a.
You're a little piss boy.
Oh my god. Okay. But so that's how I got started in theater. And then after that, I did we all did the Hello Dolly production.
Yes.
It was Hello Dolly, and Matthew, you pulled through on that play. You were incredible.
Things have a tendency
incredible.
to go wrong always.
Yes.
And it's funny. It's funny because it really shows that you're capable of.
Things go.
I think
awesome.
I'm a good example of
Epic of being really cool.
Thank you. I think I'm a good example of an actor who is willing to go as far as the director is willing to throw him. So our lead in Hello Dolly. I'm like 160, but our lead in Hello Dolly had dropped out probably 2 weeks before the actual show itself.
And this wasn't like a 7-minute one act.
Yeah,
this was an actual whole musical.
Yes, this
hour
was
and a half show.
Hour and a half show.
All the works were there.
Yeah. So I was pulled aside and asked by our director to take up the part. And this was also right around the time that our Macbeth show was canceled. So
well, they were canceled for the same reason.
Yes, they were canceled for the exact same reason. So I had 2 weeks to memorize. I don't remember how many lines it was. I remember 3 songs, 16 different scenes.
You look so uncomfortable singing the one song.
Which one?
The very
first one. Takes a woman.
No, I really was.
It was really funny though.
That song, it's so misogynistic, and
that makes it even better. Yeah, guys.
Hello Dolly is a classic. Hello Dolly is a classic.
Hello Dolly is a classic. Let's sing this song about treating women like they're a vacuum cleaner. So no, I was definitely very uncomfortable.
I feel like that was supposed to be part of.
Definitely.
What was the character's name?
Vandergelder.
Horace Vandergelder.
I feel like that was supposed to be part of his development.
Oh, for sure.
And I don't think
absolutely, yeah.
Well, I mean, I get that, but I don't think we did that in our production.
Oh no,
It wasn't shown off very well.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't showcased.
I think what we showcased was it takes there's a specific lyric, a specific line. I didn't even sing it. It was in my book. It said, "Speak this line." So the line specifically said, or in my libretto. Sorry, I called it the book. The libretto said,
"The first mistake."
Rookie mistake.
Yes, I'm still a rookie. The line said, "It takes a husky woman."
Oh, husky woman.
So
Matthew was blushing on stage.
Yeah,
he had his hands.
Those husky women.
Those husky women. You know me. So it's I don't remember where I was going with it, but it's
yeah, sorry, I don't know.
Great show.
It was a good show. Other than that,
and then we did Grease. And that
Grease
was awesome.
That is by far my favorite in high school. I do not know how I landed the role I did. I was like,
because you're good.
Because you're good. You're great. No. Don't kid yourself. Do not kid yourself.
Listen,
you are a great actor.
Listen to me. I'm not saying that I'm a bad actor. I'm just saying that I was the newbie.
Honestly,
I wasn't even part of the part. I took your classes.
I think the director knew she had you for one more show.
Yeah.
And she was like, give him a part.
Simultaneously, our director had a record of casting new people in lead roles. What you were given, that was not I wouldn't consider it a lead
that was
role,
nothing,
but it was a pretty big
compared
role.
to what has happened.
That I think a freshman got the part of Wednesday Addams.
Yeah,
in the Addams Family.
That's true. That is correct. You speak truth.
This is also the same director that said, "I do not gender bend," and then casted a girl as Pugsley Addams.
No, she doesn't gender bend unless you're a girl. In which case she'll gender bend.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and that's also not true. Our production of Cinderella, I walked out on stage dressed as a woman and tried on the glass slipper.
That's so funny.
Which is outrageous because she wouldn't let us be the ugly stepsisters.
Exactly. I would have been a great ugly stepsister.
It was before your time.
It was before your time. That was the time of Dell and I dressing up as bellhops and me getting thrown into a wall and him kissing a brick wall.
I remember seeing a picture of you as dressed as a little bellhop.
That was a great show.
That was a great show. Honestly, I think that is the show that I peaked in. That show was Sweet Surrender. That was a great show.
I really liked you.
Francis and Otis. Back at it again.
Francis and Otis.
The Games of Foot.
Oh,
Games of Foot was very good.
That was a really good play. I
Game,
remember that's
Games of Foot, I feel, was a weak point for me.
That was the first play that I like. Okay, no, the first play that I ever saw from the school was the Addams Family, and I was like, "Whoa, that's really cool." Like,
the Addams Family,
but I was like, "It's a musical. Like, I love music. Of course, I'm gonna like it." But I didn't know about normal theater, and then I went and saw Games of Foot, and it blew my mind. It was awesome. It was funny. You guys all played your characters well. Like I did not expect the ending of that. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't.
Spoilers for the Games of Foot. I played the killer role. It's a murder mystery.
Gasp! Jinx. Yeah.
See, I felt like I did a decent job until the very end. I don't think I pulled off the murderous intent very well.
No. I think you perfectly pulled it off. It was not your fault. It was your partner's fault. Your scene partner throughout that entire thing. Your what was her name? What was the character's name? Aggie, right? Aggie Wheeler. She did awful. It was just
she did well in some parts.
She did well in some parts, but
I didn't remember that was a character, to say the least.
I have a tendency to get awful scene partners in straight plays, don't I?
Oh, it is a.
They're not even straight plays; they're farces and murder mysteries.
It's still a straight show.
Yeah,
I would call it a straight show, just with the subtitle, like main title farce, subtitle straight show.
Main title farce, subtitle Del has to kiss a brick wall.
Yes, exactly. Both shows he's been kind of screwed over in love interest specifically.
Poor guy, couldn't get his rocks off on stage.
Man, sounds like real life.
Oh man, that's just sad. All right,
but yeah.
Welcome to Sad Hour.
Getting back to what we were talking about originally. Grease was kick ass.
Grease.
God, I still listen to all that music and I like in my car. I'm like,
I was listening to Those Magic Changes earlier today.
I was not in that show, which is unfortunate. I really do regret not doing it.
You were doing something at the same time, weren't you? Or you just didn't want to do anything?
No, I wasn't doing anything. I was doing. I did a little theater show, Stalag 17, at the same time as Macbeth and Hello Dolly. Which is why I didn't do Hello Dolly, because I would have already been doing Macbeth.
On the ground.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Macbeth and Stalag 17. So Stalag 17 is another straight show, and that it's like mostly dialogue. Well, it's exactly. Yeah, you got it. It's
I saw that. It was awesome.
It was a very good show.
I went to the top.
He wasn't gay yet. He was still straight at the time.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah, that's what he meant. No, I didn't mean that.
Yeah.
I'm funny.
Epic humor joke, haha, funny.
Welcome to Planet Comedy Population.
Us three,
this table. Let's go.
I just said that.
But no, it was a very Stalag 17 was a very good show. It was mostly dialogue. There was a lot of blocking. It was basically about a World War II prisoner of war camp, and all these prisoners in this little bunk trying to escape. It was fun. I had a really good time with it, but like looking back on it, I kind of agreed to do it against my will because they didn't have enough people show up for auditions. They
do that to you a lot, don't they?
They do that to me a lot.
I have a question about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who was because you played the humor guy. You were the funny one.
Yeah,
and your partner was also that.
Yes, we played the comic reliefs. I do that.
How old was your partner?
Let's see here. He is in his 50s now.
As I saw that, and I was like, "That's cool," but it looks and feels really awkward.
It was, but
That's cool,
I also had a really fun time with it. I had this image in my head of, I think this actually is funnier with him being an old guy and me being this little kid who's just dragged into the war. Yeah. And I think that's
at the same time, people dragged into World War II were 50.
No, that is fair, and I don't know if he's actually in his 50s. I think he's actually in his late 40s.
He looks like he was in mid to late.
Well, 40s. Anyone can look like that. My dad is 56, and he looks like he's in his 40s.
He's probably 12.
Right. He was 13.
He was a newborn.
He was a newborn. Yeah. I think he was 3 months old.
Okay.
I'm surprised he was able to learn all of those lines when he couldn't even talk.
Yeah, are you kidding me? I'm surprised he could even blink.
He hadn't developed eyelids yet. All right. So yeah, all those plays were really cool, and you guys pretty much got me in the theater. I think
and honestly, seeing you in Grease, that was such a great role for you.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it. Sorry, these two are spazzing out. But
it's my fault. I was testing Cohen's mic.
Oh, gotcha.
Wow.
I don't. I really
first time for everything, fellas.
Check me. Am I really loud?
I mean, you are when you get close to the mic like that.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. But like, no. I really watching you in that role. You really fulfilled your role. You know, a lot of people they fill their niche in their role. They fill the niche in the show, and some people try and go they try to go above and beyond, and that really almost stops a show. There's several instances where people have really kind of tried to overstep their bound, and I think a really good example of that.
You're not gonna call me out like that, Matthew.
Oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not calling you out by any means. No, I think.
Oh my God, he was everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, Roger, that laugh. God, just shut up.
Exactly.
Yeah, all right, continue, Matthew.
But no, I think the best example of this was a character from. I don't want to name any names for this, just in case, I don't know, for some reason. But the person I have in mind played Daria Chase from from Games Afoot. And she was such an above and beyond character that it almost wasn't even entertaining to watch. That I feel like that character really brought down a lot of the what's the word I'm looking for here? The shine of the show.
The suspension of disbelief.
Yeah, exactly. The suspension of disbelief.
Yeah, okay.
Daria is supposed to be a sort of flamboyant,
unapologetic flirt.
Exactly, and she was played a timid. I don't want to say bitch, but a timid bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens.
You know, there's a difference between exploring your character and writing new lore for your character.
Yeah. She. Let's see. What was it? It was she.
She had a whole Google Doc like explaining motivations behind every line that contained details that weren't even in the show.
It's just.
She was basically playing a D&D character, but like in a show.
Which honestly, it's super unfortunate, especially since I had to kiss her.
Didn't even do that.
Yeah, I did it twice, and then the director cut it because I couldn't bring myself to kiss her.
And you know, it's better that you didn't. I had to do it every day for like a year.
Oh, you poor thing. I'm so sorry for you.
So there was one thing I was just thinking of about Greece.
Yeah.
Like, I want to talk about that a little bit more because that was such a really cool experience being with Dell in that. I played a character named Sonny, and he played a character named
Roger,
yeah. And it was a lot of fun. And I felt like, I will say, at the very beginning of that, I felt very awkward and out of place. Like, because, like, I remember, like, the first thing we did was we did, like, a photo shoot. We went to a carnival, and we did a photo shoot for it. And they said, like, okay, dress up like your greaser thing, like, or all the greasers, grease your hair back, put on the white shirt.
But you weren't allowed to wear your jackets, right?
Yeah, and that's not even what made it awkward. What made it awkward is, like, I knew Dell, and, like, no one else. And then,
and
also, I was the, like, and, like, all the greasers, like, I just kept noticing, like,
it's
with
so
my
hard
shirt.
To get introduced in a space like that.
With my shirt tucked in, all that stuff. I had a gut, and it was hanging out, and it felt weird because, like, literally every other greaser is skinny. Like, and, like, there's one that's like mid, and then there's Dell, and then two others that are just like really skinny.
The other two? It was
Jake
and Tyler.
Yeah,
they were very skinny.
Was built,
and like it was so awkward just being like this. Like I'm not saying like I don't have a problem. Like, oh God, I'm too fat, or like I just like I am like more than them. You know what I mean? So I noticed it, and it was weird, and that I felt like. It was, I don't know, it just was really weird, and I felt like I didn't fit in. And especially playing Sonny, his character, the very sleazy, like, ladies girl, you know, but not really. He tries to. He tries to. Yeah, he tries to, and he's always making perverted jokes, or like, of course not in our high school edition, but that's the character he is. He's a very perverted guy. And trying to, like, get in that mindset. Like, I think I did all right, but it was so awkward. And there was, God, I just remember the dance and how people in the dance got disqualified.
Yeah,
And
right.
Siler, who played Danny Zuko and his love interest in the show, they win at the end, but every couple gets eliminated.
It's not his love interest, right?
Yeah, no, it's
it's
not
not
Sandy.
his love interest.
It's
My bad.
the girl from the other
I was in
school.
the plan. I don't even remember it.
Cha-cha.
Yeah, Cha-Cha De Gregorio. Yeah. But it was just so awkward because I got disqualified because I had to look under a girl's dress.
That's fine.
No, it wasn't really fine. I felt so bad, and it was so awkward, and I did not do a good job at it because I was like, I could not bring myself to do it properly. But whatever, whatever.
Milk at the store does not support looking up girls' dresses.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Milk at the store. No, we don't do that.
Say no to that.
Say no to girl
And say
dress.
no to drugs, maybe.
That's no
Depends on if you're in the hospital or not.
No good.
It depends on what state you're in and what's legal.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
What is this weird soapbox we just got on?
Don't worry about it. So,
in fact, we'll step off now.
I definitely understand being uncomfortable while having to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And what's weird is I was more uncomfortable singing about women, women being a slave essentially, than dressing up as a woman. Walking out on stage.
Yeah, but that'd be funny.
Exactly. It was funny. It was hilarious.
There's like a fine line between like characters where it's like, I can see myself being this character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, it's very out there still, but it's like, it's possible. But then whenever you dress up like a girl or something like that for a show, like, that's not what you do. You know, like,
there's a fine line between a degenerate and a flawed character.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's just like, for that, at that point, you know, like, oh, I'm here. I'm not trying to be a serious character. Yeah. I'm here to make people laugh, to be the stupid one, to be the comic.
The comedy relief.
Yeah, and so like that's when you just act stupid. You don't care because you're just being funny.
That's what I have played in almost every show.
And it's the best role for you, and I think for you, and
I
probably
think even for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm funny.
I think the comic relief. Yeah. I think the comic relief is seriously. It's either completely overplayed or it's completely underplayed. It's a really good tool.
It's hard to find the mix.
It really is. It's either really overused or it's underused. I think really good shows have a really good balance of comedic relief and sometimes serious. For specifically Sweet Surrender, some of the more serious scenes just straight up didn't have either of the bellhops in it.
Yeah.
Or it had one of the bellhops who was, instead of just being comic relief, they were also Francis. Yeah, Francis. He was also he had his own sort of backstory going on the entire time.
The ladies' man war abandoner.
Yes. Isn't that a show? I think that sounds like a show. I think I've heard of that before.
MASH.
Yeah, MASH.
Yep.
Neither of you have seen BoJack Horseman, right?
I've seen a few episodes of it.
I feel like BoJack strikes that mix between seriousness and comedic relief.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Family Guy.
If you continue speaking, I will hit you.
No. Whatever happened to predictability? Wait, no, that's Full House. That's not Family Guy.
No, I'm completely kidding. Family Guy is not.
Best show on the earth.
Whatever did happen to predictability? The Milkman, the Paperboy, and even TV?
But what about those good old-fashioned values on which we used to rely? Yeah, that's about all I want to do. What the hell? Speaking of song, let's make a song. Let's do a song.
Alright.
Like we did the intro song, alright? Alright, this time I'm not gonna sing it. Someone else is gonna sing it. I'll make the beat.
Alright. Oh, you're gonna beat?
I'm gonna beat. Ready?
Alright,
I'm gonna go. Ready?
Alright. Yeah.
That's so bad. It's so bad.
It is really bad.
That was awful.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make the beat this time.
Okay.
Alright. Okay. Alright, I'm with it now. Yo, one day I was walking home. I live in the Alamo. I know it doesn't rhyme. I don't really care. My name is Joe.
Name's Joe.
Holy crap, is that a snail? I almost stepped on it. Good thing I didn't. Go to jail. Was stepped on his. Holy crap. Animals' rights.
Oh my god. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not exactly the singing type. I'm more of the beat guy.
Those were bars.
Those were
bars.
straight fire, dude.
I spit
You're
facts.
endorsed by all of hip hop.
I am sponsored by Lo-Fi Hip Hop. Speaking of
We'll
which,
do their ad
Lo-fi
relay.
hip hop beats to chill and study to.
Got 24/7 YouTube stream. Yes.
speaking of sponsorships, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Play Raid
Let's
Shadow
play
Legends.
Raid Shadow.
Let's play Raid Shadow Legends.
Actually, I hate them. Sorry, guys.
You can't-
Sponsorships
You're not allowed. You can't.
Yeah, I can't
But
disclose
we-
that, but I'm choosing
wait,
to. Yeah, I know we need the money, but I don't care. I don't like Raid.
Okay, whatever.
I'd rather have the Raid bug spray. Can I play that instead?
My eyes!
Play Raid! Play with Raid. That would be what you say there. Or,
Playing with Raid is just getting a lighter and spraying my
Yeah.
flamethrower.
That's how I kill any wasps that are in my backyard.
That's the real bug repellent.
That's the real bug repellent. I think fire might be an everything repellent.
Can't be where it's on fire.
alright, have we talked about the process of setting up this podcast?
I don't think we have. I think that is very important.
It's very something we need to
It
mention,
is.
that's for sure.
I feel like it's probably time we talk about
The
me
mistakes.
being an idiot.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say it's you being an idiot.
I'd say it's mainly you being an idiot.
Like, it's a good 99
It's
to
me
1
having
here.
a lot of equipment and not knowing how to set it up very well.
At least you
So,
have it. Thank God.
first we spent about 10 minutes trying to find a plug-in until we just asked, and Colin said, yeah, just unplug whatever you
whatever's
want.
on.
Yeah,
It's-
exactly.
It's probably something important, but not right now. It's not important right now.
It's
Not
so.
as important as milk at the store.
Not as
course.
important as milk at the store. And then it was about another hour of us trying to figure out why we could only get one mic to get audio through. No. It was to even see if we could get audio through the mics in the first place.
Yeah, because we
from
thought.
a technical perspective, I was trying to set up multiple audio channels.
Right.
We thought we had it because
Yeah.
we were speaking and the audio was going through and we'd play it back and we could hear it, but all of the audio sounded the same.
Well, yeah, and that was because
Turns
I
out.
had plugged my soundboard into my computer, but my computer was still recognizing the computer's microphone as
Yes.
the main microphone.
Yeah, so that was the first
And
problem.
so
Wouldn't
then we
even-
were struggling trying to get the board to be recognized as the microphones, and we spent about maybe 15 minutes.
Oh, no, it was
that.
much more than that.
It was like 30 minutes.
It was like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit.
Matthew asked me if I had turned the board on.
And I mean, I can't lie. I was looking at it too, and I didn't think about that either. we were literally struggling.
Yeah.
We were like, I guess we'll just use the computer mic. Like, well, it was a good shot, and then we were like, oh, we plugged it in. Might as well actually like complete that.
Del turns to me and says, "You know, Matthew, it does have an on switch."
And so I look at that bad boy up and down, and I flip that on switch on, and then so many lights came up, and then we took it from there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
but that's not the end of it.
And
No,
then
that's not
after
true.
that, we were struggling getting all the mics to work. We could only get the mic in the first position to work. And so after struggling with that for about how much longer? Another 30
oh my
minutes?
god, no, that was like an hour at least.
At least an hour.
Colin and
I started fiddling with some knobs on the board, and Matthew said, "Did you notice that the gain is all the way down on those two microphones?"
No. I don't. I said, is there an off
Right,
and
because
on
you don't know
switch?
You don't know what gain is.
I said, is there an off and on switch?
And I mentioned,
For the
I was like, yeah, like the gain is a little bit down. Like my microphone's gain's up a lot. The other ones don't really. And then we were like, oh my god, we turn it on, and
So in
And
conclusion,
guess what?
I am an idiot with a lot of technology. I don't know how to work.
No, but I don't think that's very fair.
that's
thing
not
is
a
now I
problem.
know how to
though,
work
'cause-
it.
Yeah, we got it on now.
Well, and then
just
there's a
have
bunch
to-
of other. There's an orange knob and a red knob and then 3 blue knobs. I don't know what any of those do. Maybe
I don't
those
even want to mess with them.
maybe those will adjust our bass.
Maybe later. Maybe
I
we'll
want
do it
my
later.
bass to be boosted.
My bass.
Did I really just solve world
Another
hunger?
problem. World hunger.
Wait a minute. We've been struggling with a
Echo problem.
echo problem.
Up until now, we might have to redo the entire podcast because of him.
Don't break it. He's touching it. He's going in.
Touching
He's
it.
going in. We'll announce it. We're announcers. He's touching.
Effects.
He's touching.
Oh,
He's doing
God.
the audio effect. Oh, some audio effects.
What did that do?
Maybe I sound
Do
different.
I sound different?
Hello?
No.
Hello?
You there?
It's only.
What are you doing?
Well, it has these different settings for like areas you're recording in.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I don't think we need to mess with that right now. I don't want to jeopardize this whole project.
That's probably smart.
Yeah, we'll fix it later.
We're on the setting of bright room, and I assume that's what this is.
This isn't bright. This is like dim to medium lighting.
Why does the soundboard want to know how bright my room is? That's what I want to know.
This is probably the closest comparison when the other options are cathedral and large theater.
Yeah, I'd say that this is my basement. However, my basement is more of a large theater.
Could you imagine doing a podcast in a cathedral and hearing like 30 different echoes, and by the time you get to your 6th sentence, you just now hear your first, so what's going on?
Oh, no, we can play a...
You're just like,
No, that's when we can get the
organs are playing.
organ and play the piano.
Yeah,
the opera.
Organs are playing.
Phantom of the Opera is
gay. All right, so segueing it. You guys play any good games lately? You see any?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends.
This is the perfect time to mention my sponsorship. What's going on, guys? Matthew here. Today we're going to be talking about Raid Shadow Legends.
Man,
now,
that's
I know
top
what you're
10.
thinking.
I'm going to give that an upvote.
But this game has gotten such great
100.
reviews. It is one of
That's
the
such a
best
great
reviewed games. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
You're just saying buzzwords.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you really do in an ad read, I'd assume.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe who knows? Maybe we'll
Actually,
eventually get some.
Something hilarious. I've actually I watch a lot of YouTube, and 2 completely different channels. All right, so one channel devoted to playing Nintendo games, and another channel devoted to playing Rainbow Six Siege, and they gave the exact same ad, but like in their own voices.
Raid Shadow Legends probably gave them like a.
Yeah, I'm assuming they gave them a
Oh,
script.
yeah, that's how all ads. Ad reads are.
I don't think all ad reads are like
A majority of them fall
Yeah,
short because you don't want to
absolutely.
say anything bad they don't want.
Yeah.
How do you even get sponsorships? Like, where do you go to get sponsorship.com?
They
Well,
email you.
Yeah, I think they
go
seek
to
you out.
How?
They
Like-
email you.
Well,
They
your
find your
email is attached to your YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
they hunt you down with
yeah.
a Bowie knife and they say, "Give me your information." And they stab you in the shoulder.
And then we go, oh, okay.
They go in the comments of the YouTube video and they're like, "Can you please come to Brazil, uwu?"
Yeah, they're like, does anybody know who this guy is?
I'm
like,
your
I think it's
cousin
your
from
point.
Kenya. Could you please
Is
ship me
anybody listening to this in
$1,000?
2019?
Okay.
Well,
back to games. Back to
Right,
games.
video games. Yeah.
I know that we've all been dabbling a
Talking
little
about
bit.
video games at all?
Yeah, I asked the question.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Matthew talked about
Oh yeah,
Raid Shadow Legends.
to Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah,
I know that
you went into Raid Shadow Legends. I just carried out the bit.
I know that we've all been dabbling in some Pokemon.
Yes, Pokemon. Dabbling
Pokemon-
is not the word. More like no lifing for the past
Pokemon
3 weeks.
Shield and Sword.
Yes, Shield and Sword. What versions do you guys have?
I bought Shield.
I bought Shield as well.
And I bought the superior version, Sword.
Matthew,
Yes.
don't say that.
Okay.
All right,
Listen,
now
man,
we're gonna.
You know what?
Sword doesn't have my boy Ice Cube in it, and I'm sorry. That just makes it inferior.
Yeah. Okay.
But wait, Ice Boy, who?
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. The Pokemon Ice Cube. He's adorable.
Who's
You're missing out.
Ice
He's a
Cube?
penguin.
He's a penguin with a big Ice Cube head.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Well, you guys don't have Surfetched, so.
I'm gonna get one. So.
Well, are you though?
Yeah, I am.
Do you have to trade him with a metal coat?
No.
Okay. Because there's a metal coat in the game, and that means it's only for one Pokemon, and it's Onix.
There's a bunch of metal coats in the game.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is the metal coat exists in the game, and it really only has one use, and that's for evolving Scythers and Onix.
Okay, I doubt anybody doesn't know what Pokemon is, but just in case, it's a game where you go catch little pocket monster things,
Stella showed
and
me Ice Cube.
there's a lot of Pokemon in the game, and there's a story tied to it, and it's fun. It's
There's
fun.
about
You
400 right now. You just summed up all of Pokemon.
Yeah, it's
You
not
think of
hard.
Every video game, there's a lot of guys that do things, and there's a story.
Sometimes.
So Pokemon
Sometimes.
is actually one of the greatest selling game franchises of all
Yeah,
time.
for little girls.
Selling a total of 305 million units
To little
of
girls.
past Pokemon games, not including Sword and Shield.
Is this an actual statistic,
that is
or
an
are you just
actual.
making
No,
bullshit?
I actually wrote a paper on video games, and
Okay.
Pokemon was actually
That sounds
like
something
a big
that Sid
talking
would
point
do.
for me. It was actually for a class, but Pokemon.
No, I just wrote a paper on my own time. Hey.
Very influential guy. Hey.
I'm sorry.
Turn it off.
Mute it.
I'm trying.
Break your laptop. So
I'll try to put in the bonk sound effect here.
okay.
Okay.
Owie!
Ow!
Ouchie!
Ow!
Ouchie!
Okay, that's
You
enough.
gotta put in like 30 bonks.
Yeah, I'll go bonk, bonk, bonk. All right.
Make sure it's the stock.
Of course.
Or make sure it's illegally downloaded so you don't it still has the stocksoundeffects.com.
Audio jungle.
Audio jungle.
Okay, but anyways, back to Pokemon.
Yes, Pokemon. What starters did you guys choose?
I chose Sobble. Oh, there's Bonk.
There's a bonk.
There's a Bonk.
I got the bonk.
Bonk.
I chose Grookey.
Sobble gang.
Sobble is the
Sobble.
water one, and Grookey is the grass one.
Yes.
And they're all pretty cool.
They are all pretty cool. I think my favorite final evolution probably goes to Cinderace. I think it looks really cool. That is Score Bunnies, which is the fire one.
I don't know if I like how it's just wearing pants. Like, it kind of gives me an off vibe.
Why does it wear pants but not wear a shirt?
I think the
know.
uncomfortable
Why is
thing
the
about
weirdly
it
feminine bunny just out?
Right, exactly. But I think that's the problem I have with it. It's very feminine, and it has a 60% chance to be a guy.
Yeah.
As is all starters.
Yeah.
I think only one starter has a higher percent chance.
No starter has a higher percent chance of being.
Poplio.
No, it doesn't.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Literally Primarina.
Yeah.
That's feminine.
That's stereotyping.
That's not stereotyping. That's
awful.
there's an entire
We don't
language that
conform
does.
to
That's awful. That's awful.
Store
You're right.
podcast.
I'm so sorry. I
Pokemon
forgot.
is LGBTQA+.
Pokemon is Black Lives Matter.
Pokemon is Black Lives Matter.
Pokemon is BLT.
LTM.
LGBT stands for Let's Get Bread This, right?
Yeah.
I thought it stands for lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise. Like the sandwich?
Where's the M?
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
Right.
Other than Pokemon, I don't know about Matthew, but I know me and Della have been playing some Death Stranding.
Hell yeah.
Death Stranding's a little neato game where you play as a man named Norman Reedus, and he has a baby on his chest.
No, you play Sam Porter
His name is
Bridges.
Sam Porter Bridges.
You play as Norman Reedus playing
And there's
Sam
a Norman
Porter Bridges.
Reedus ad that plays on your shower every time you take a shower, and it's kind of weird.
There's a Norman Reedus ad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for his AMC show.
Are you serious?
No, the whole thing
That show's
that
really good,
okay,
by the way.
So the whole thing that Kojima did, the guy who made the game,
Right.
was he specifically wanted to do it in a way where the game, it's not like other video games where it's like characters in the real world. They're all actors because it's like a movie. It's the actors portraying the in-game characters.
Oh, really?
So it is literally Norman Reedus playing Sam Porter Bridges.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's how it is, and they're all actors playing that.
Okay.
I didn't actually know that.
Mhm.
That's
It's really weird, but it's really cool.
So I have a really important question.
Mm-hmm.
What is a Death Stranding?
Yes.
I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Come on.
I'm spoiling it for myself.
I will whack your phone into the carpet and
Why? There's no guarantee that I can even
I will
play
whack
it.
it.
There's,
I will whack it's good.
there's
Whack.
no guarantee that I will even play it.
Okay.
It's fun.
Now listen.
I typed in Death Standing. You know.
Death Standing.
Yeah, that's what the Stunder. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, so far I only see Die Hard Man. Oh wait, no, this is a different guy. Why is his face gold? Is Die Hard Man's face gold?
Not
Is
to my
that Bugs
knowledge.
Bunny?
Spoilers.
Oh,
Okay. Well, we're I don't.
Maybe.
A lot of people probably don't know what this game is, so it's a fun game.
So-
I mean, overall, I've enjoyed it. I played a lot of it.
it does
the
look
best
really
walking
fun.
simulator I've ever played.
Mm-hmm. You can deliver pizza.
I don't
Have you
know.
gotten to the mission where you deliver pizza yet?
WASD is a
That
really
I've
good
done.
game.
What is?
WASD.
Like the keyboard?
The keyboard running simulator.
Oh.
Quap. Is that what it is?
No,
I thought
not
it
yeah,
was
it's
WASD.
QWOP. Because you
QWOP.
use QWOP. You use the QWOP keys.
QWOP.
Oh, that's
You
right.
use the QWOP keys.
The QWOP keys?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
QWOP
Quap
keys.
keys. Don't you know Quap keys?
God, that was like the shit in 4th grade. Matthew,
Yo,
what
you
a
guys go on coolmackgames.com.
what a timely
no,
topic
actually,
you brought up to us.
I was an Ancon kid myself.
I love Antcom Arcade.
Yeah. So
I just googled Sonic Flash game and I clicked on whatever popped up. Honestly,
I remember Antcom had that.
Yeah, Encon had a Sonic Flash game on it.
There are a lot of them.
There were like 8 worlds for
Like
it.
Sonic versus
huge.
his longtime red shirt wearing rival Bart Simpson.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
No, I remember
that one.
one of the memories I have whenever I was a kid is we had like a little office where my dad did all of his work. And it was my other house.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I was limited computer time because I was addicted, and I still am. It never helped. But anyways, I just go on there and I'd Google Sonic Flash games, I'd play them, and I found some I really liked, and I still remember them. It was like Sonic crossed with Final Fantasy. It was crazy, but it was good. I can show you guys later. It was really cool. But anyway, so I was playing one of them, and my sister, I was way past my time to stop.
Right.
And I have a sister, and back then we used to feud a lot. And so she was she'd try anyway to get me in trouble, right? Because that's just what siblings
That's
do.
siblings.
Yeah. And so she was like, I'm going to tell that you're on the computer. And I was like, no, please don't. And she was like, I don't know why. But she was like, okay, I won't. And then literally I look back at the computer, and then Shadow the Hedgehog, he says, damn, not here. And I was like 8. And I was like, and she was like, that's a bad word! I'm telling you! I cried. And I was like, why? And then I got grounded. And it made me really sad that I couldn't play no more Sonic Flash games after that.
Speaking of Flash games, actually.
Where's that damn 4th Chaos Emerald?
Rest in pieces to Flash games. In 2020,
I'll miss them.
Flash games will be officially shut down.
Yep.
After December.
Unfortunate.
Man,
my childhood is sealed in the grave with them. But that's alright, we're all gonna die someday.
I'm not.
What an existentialist thing for you to force onto this podcast, Colin.
Yeah, let's talk about more
Flash games. I don't know what
games.
you're talking about.
Yeah, so
crazy.
Video games. Recently, I've been playing Call of Duty. The new Modern Warfare came out.
That's something.
It's actually
Have you really been playing it though?
No, like
Are you a real gamer?
The past 2 days, the game has basically it's been stuck in a continuous update screen, so I can't actually play, and it's a very serious glitch that has happened on a lot of people's games.
Oh, wow.
And there's no way to fix it. People have uninstalled the game, all 130 gigabytes,
open again?
Until they release a patch for it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But played Call of Duty then.
Well, I actually really like
you Call of Duty nerd.
the campaign in this one is really good. The multiplayer is very the multiplayer is
It's Call of Duty.
It's Call of Duty. It's as the M4A1. I'm not gonna get into it, but it's dumb.
Dumb
guns.
I've also I picked back up Fallout 4 recently.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
That is actually I can easily say without a shadow of a doubt, Fallout 4 is one of my favorite games of all time.
I downloaded it definitely legally on my computer and I played it, but as I progressed through the game, the load times got longer and longer.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, oh, it just get a little longer. At this point, I'm level 30. I'm not very far in the game at all. But if I go through any load screen, it takes over 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I just sit I'll die and then I'll just load for 3 minutes to revive, and then I'll die 5 seconds later because I'm not good.
I had this conversation earlier where I just get super bored of Bethesda games super fast.
Yeah.
I never finished Skyrim. I never beat the game.
There's really no way to finish Skyrim, but
I never beat the main story.
Yeah,
there
the
is.
Story.
You get the monkey.
The monkey?
Yeah, the monkey.
What is the monkey?
I don't know. I played Skyrim.
You did?
Okay.
Tell me more about the monkey that's in Skyrim.
The monkey,
The famous Skyrim monkey.
Yeah,
the famous, everybody knows
I think
it.
he has the name Alduin, Devourer of Worlds, right?
Yeah, the famous Skyrim monkey. All I know is that I play that game and I got bored of it, and then I realized you could mod it on the computer, and then I made my dragons all
Macho Man
Randy Savage, and it'll say, "Ooh, yeah,
Never do a Slim Jim.
brother." Then I'll say that.
I really enjoy Fallout 4. I think I have a better experience on it because the Xbox is built to handle my Xbox. First of all, I got the Fallout 4 bundle.
Ooh.
That was my first Xbox One, and so it came with Fallout 4. Which it's not specifically built for it, but the Xbox is capable of handling that game.
Just like every other Xbox.
That's not true. That's not true, actually.
Xbox Ones.
There you go.
Alright,
actually, the Xbox One X can handle that game at 4K quality.
Wow. Actually, the Xbox 360 you can't play Fallout 4 because it's only on the Xbox One. You're stupid.
Well, at least I'm not ugly.
Yeah, like my mom.
Oh, whoa,
Just kidding.
Colin, dude.
I meant your mom. Oh, just kidding. I love your mom.
I love your mom. So,
Good, I'm glad.
I'm glad we all love each other's moms.
Oh God, I love your mom.
Yeah, I don't know. Yes, back to video games. Video games are very important.
Okay, I just gotta ask, how long have we been recording this? It's been on. I feel like it's been
This is like an hour.
2 hours and 15 minutes?
Nuh-uh.
I don't buy that.
Maybe it's closer to an hour 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's hour 15.
I think we should probably wrap it up here pretty soon.
Yeah, okay.
Do we have any last ditch things we want to talk about before we end it?
We're getting milk at the store. Gotta find my mom. Lost my mom in the Kmart. See a nice guy. Help me find my mom. Doc's helping me find my mom. We're walking outside, holding my hand. Mom's friend sees me with a strange man and calls the police.
No.
I was almost abducted.
All right. On that note, I thank you all for listening to the Milk at the Store podcast.
Milk at the Store.
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Episode 1 of
1,000.
Of at least a couple
Setting
million.
it now.
100 years of milk at the store.
100 years! We're going to be
100
number 1,
years.
baby. Top of the charts. Well, again, thank you very
Just
much.
do it.
We've had a great time recording it.
Yes, this has been a blast.
Utter experience.
Yeah, it's been something.
Very enjoyable.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. See y'all later.
All right, should we have an outro now?
Yeah.
I thought that was the outro.
No. The outro's got to be another song.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
God dang. Okay.
All right, who's singing? Who's
I think it's Colin's turn to sing again.
Okay, hold on.
You start us off with You start out. I'll do B. You do bass. Colin, you hit us up with that. You do a bass line. Yeah. Do like the Final Fantasy bass line. It's literally just do. I'm kidding. Do whatever you want.
Should I sing about milk again?
Guy, do whatever you want. It's totally your choice because you're singing your sing song man.
Bum ba ba da ba bum bum ba da 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 da.
Okay.
Ba da da dun dun da 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 da. Bum ba da 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 dun dun da 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 da.
Okay.
Ba da 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 dun dun da da da.
I gotta get some pants. I gotta get some new pants. I'm going to Walmart for my new pants because they're cheap. Gonna go to Walmart to get some pants. Gonna go to Walmart to get some new pants. Maybe some jeans.
Dude, I lost myself.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.